Hi, everybody. This morning, Lori and I were having a cup of coffee, and she broke out Oswald Chambers' classic devotional, My Utmost for His Highest. And she read a selection that was dated for April 29th. I know, we're a little bit behind, but she read it April 29th. And I thought it was so perfect for where we are circumstantially in the world right now that I thought I'd share it with you this week. This is what it's called. It's for April 29th. It's called The Graciousness of Uncertainty. Boy, we really do live in uncertain times, don't we? Um, it's hard to know what the future holds. And so, anyway, let me read to you what Oswald Chambers wrote. He starts off with a verse out of John chapter 3, verse 2. And he says, "It does not appear as yet what we will be." In that verse, John says, right now we know that we're children of God, but we don't know what the future is going to hold. We just know that we're going to be like Jesus when everything is said and done. And so he's pointing out that as human beings, we don't really know anything about what the future holds or what the day holds. And even though we might try to plan for it, we might try to, to make sure that we, cross all of our T's and dot all of our I's. The reality is we don't know what the future holds. And so he's going to tell us what he thinks about that. He goes on, he says, "Naturally, we are inclined to be so mathematical and calculating that we look upon uncertainty as a bad thing. We imagine that we have to reach some particular end. But that's not the nature of the spiritual life." He says the nature of the spiritual life is that we are certain in our uncertainty. Consequently, we do not make our nests anywhere. Common sense says, well, supposing I were in this condition or that condition. He says we cannot suppose ourselves in any condition that we have never been in. Certainty is the mark of the common sense life, he says. But gracious uncertainty is the mark of the spiritual life. To be certain of God means that we are uncertain in all our ways. We're uncertain about everything else. We do not know what a day might bring forth. This is generally said with a sigh of sadness. It should be rather an expression of breathless expectation. We are uncertain of the next step, but the thing we are certain of is God. Immediately, we abandon to God and to the duty that lies nearest. We abandon to God and we do the duty that lies nearest. He packs our life with surprises all the time. When we become advocates of a creed, something inside of us dies. We do not believe God. We only believe our belief about God. Jesus said, you need to become like little children. Spiritual life is the life of a child. We are not uncertain about God, but uncertain of what He's going to do next. If we are only certain in our beliefs, then we get dignified and severe, and we have that ban of finality about our views. He goes on, but when we are rightly related to God, life is full of spontaneous, joyful uncertainty and expectancy. Jesus said, believe in God, believe also in me. He didn't say believe certain things about me. Leave the whole to Him. It is gloriously uncertain how He will come in, but He will come. He ends by saying, remain loyal to Him. As you think about that idea that God is present in our lives, He's there to encourage us and to strengthen us and to show us how He wants to use us each and every day. There's no way we can get up in the morning and know what that day is going to hold. And now more than ever we see that. It's always really been that way, but now more than ever we see that it's true. And so the key for us is to keep clutching to Jesus, knowing that Jesus will be with us wherever we go, knowing that Jesus will carry us through whatever may come, knowing that the one certain unchangeable thing in our life is the presence and love of our Savior. He alone will carry us through this. We need to trust Him, not just trust things we know about Him or trust promises even that He's made, but to trust Him every day in every way as He leads us forth, because He will lead us forth. I'm praying for you today that the Lord will touch your heart and that he will reassure you of his presence and of his power and of the fact that he loves you and he will never leave you and never forsake you. Isn't it awesome to know that whatever the day brings, it will bring forth opportunity for us to serve our loving and living Lord. He will guide us into all truth, and he will bring us into that place where we are able to do the good works which he set out ahead of time for us to do. Every day, God will put in your path something new, surprising, for you to follow him into. Let's do that together. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope it gets better day by day. God bless you all.